Good morning, and thank God it's a Monday. Welcome to a brand new week, and welcome to TVC Breakfast. I am Kemi Fola Adeyemo with Ibrahim Shita.
Good morning.
Good morning. Good morning. I dare say you don't look like what you must have been through.
Absolutely. Similar to you. You were on air yesterday. For
Oh
myself,
my goodness! But
it was overnight. Saturday
yours
to Sunday.
is in a class of its own, Ibrahim. And what a busy weekend it was for many of us over here. Having to keep tabs and monitor the elections and then the collation and all the in-betweens. Very engaging, busy weekend. Hopefully we get some rest this week.
Hopefully.
Right.
Quote.
Hopefully, right. And our work is cut out this Monday morning. You know, there's so much before us. Only yesterday or late night, the Kogi State election was done and dusted. Well, somehow, though there will be supplementary elections later this week on Saturday, but a winner has been declared in Kogi State. We'll talk about that in due course on the show this morning. But first, let's bring up a news mention about President Bola Tinubu, who at the end of his official duties in Riyadh, Saudi Arabia, undertook the lesser Hajj, that's Umrah, the Umrah rites in the holy city of Makkah. The president was in company of the Niger State Governor, Mohammed Umaru Bago, as well as Governor Dikko Rada of Katsina State and the Bauchi State Governor, Bala Muhammad. And this pilgrimage followed the successful conclusion of the three-day Saudi Arabia summit held in Riyadh, Saudi Arabia. Senior Special Assistant Media to the President, Abdulaziz disclosed this on his X handle, that's formerly Twitter, on Sunday night. According to him, during this spiritual journey, the President extended prayers for the prosperity of Nigeria and sought divine guidance for his leadership.
I'm grateful to God for His guidance, His blessings, and His answers to my prayers and the country's prayer for good of all. We have to give thanks to Him at every opportunity that has been at hand.
Your Excellency, what prayer did you say for Nigeria?
For the country, may our prosperity grow and our humanity be kind to each and every one of us. The prospect of the country is yet to blossom to the level that we require. It needs hard work and consistent prayer, and we are giving it to our mind and our spirit in every way possible. Our strength is our diversity, and we'll continue to build on that for the prospects and sake of the country.
Allah accept your prayer.
President Bola Tinubu there, along with some of his aides and some governors from northern Nigeria, performing the lesser Hajj in Saudi Arabia in the holy city of Makkah. And the president must have a lot to thank God for, at this, prayer session in the holy city of Makkah, following the successful Saudi Africa summit, which took place over the weekend. And of course, back home, there were crucial elections, off-cycle elections in 3 states. That's in Imo, Kogi, and Bayelsa State. But, when you look at the outcome of the Saudi Africa summit, of course, there were crucial deals that we understand were sealed, preliminary stage though, but it does appear to be the start of, more fruitful relationships, more fruitful diplomatic ties between not just Saudi Arabia and the African continent, but Saudi and, Nigeria, talking about the promising investment of the Saudi nation, of the Saudi kingdom into the, the rehabilitation of our faulty oil refineries in the country, and all the other the other sides now, all the other issues regarding our oil sector, how that so much is needed and how that so many lessons can be tapped from Saudi Arabia. Only the other day you were talking about the Aramco success story, and how perhaps if both nations work closely together, we might we should be able to get to where we want to get to. After all, these are two oil producing nations, but while Nigeria has not been having it so easy in terms of the state of our refineries, the fact that we still have to ship in refined oil, as against what is the ideal situation for a country so blessed to be struggling this bad. Everyone is quite hopeful that this would indeed yield more fruitful gains, and analysts have been speaking about beyond the summits more needs to be done, and we hope that this relationship can be sustained. Ibrahim.
Right. So it's really an amazing one, especially when we have the Saudi African summit, which has never happened before. It's the first of its kind. Even though they've been relating with the Middle East for quite some time. But the fact that also the West also shown some of the other countries, for instance, some of the countries shown, which include Gabon's transitional leader, talking about who deposed the longtime president Umaru Bago in Congo in the coup in August. So the president going to Makkah for the lesser Hajj Umrah, he's seizing an opportunity. If you remember, if you can recall, when he was to declare his his ambition to run for president, he went to Saudi Arabia. At the time, he also, before the election, is it before the election, after the election, he also went to Saudi Arabia to supplicate to Almighty God. So if he believes that the reason why he had been to Hajj, to Mecca, to supplicate to God, and God answered his prayer, then now God has answered his prayer to becoming the president. Now going back there to asking God for prosperity, to help him in his governance, guidance, and all of that. And if you look at it, we really need prayers, on both sides. Different means of reaching to God. Either we have some of our representatives who go into, going to places of worship to seek God's guidance. It's not out of place. So let us be hopeful that what the president had gone to do in Saudi Arabia will be seeing the fruits, although there are still many information, many details that we're expecting. And that's why I said on Friday morning during our conversation regarding this, is that whoever is coming or whoever it was the stenographer writing all of the information, the reports and all of that, the rapporteur, they should be able to give us concrete information, concrete information for us to understand, so we can track that age-long relationship which the African continent has been enjoying with Saudi Arabia. So coming down to also investing in our refineries, helping us to revamp our refineries is also plausible. So we'll see how all of these things turn out. But I feel it's a good thing that we had the president going for lesser Hajj Umrah to supplicate to God. We should just continue praying, because we have a lot of problems facing us in the country. Talk about terrorism, talk about banditry, talk about naira, the naira falling against the dollar, although it's waking up, and we hope that it continues in that trajectory. So we just have to keep hoping, keeping our hopes alive, and expecting that something good will happen before the end of this administration.
All right. Well, that said, we wish the president and his entourage journey mercies, back to the country to face the job squarely, because indeed the presence of the president is indeed, very necessary to keep things running, though there are lieutenants on ground at home. But we hope the president returns, soon, and then gets back to work.